What is going on, everyone? Anthony Drew Gary here, host of the How To Show, where we talk about optimizing life, money, and happiness one how-to at a time. So, Christmas season has come and it's gone, and if you are like most Americans, you either received or gave one of these over the last several days. These are gift cards. And I think it's important to dedicate an episode of the How To Show in the gift card world to talk about why these may not be the best gifts to give, and if you receive them, why you want to try to liquidate them or spend them as soon as possible. And the best reasons for these are really because if you don't use them, you'll forget about them. I've got a whole stack of them that I pulled out of our drawer here, everything from Big Apple bagels that I think my wife got several years ago at this point from a teaching job that she's not even at anymore to, we've got some for restaurants here, we've got some for iTunes, things that ultimately we probably could just go and buy, from the Cheesecake Factory when we go or from wherever the restaurant is. And so what we want to avoid here is getting a whole bunch of money locked up and lost in the gift card stratosphere. So let's talk about why this is important for a minute. Let's go to the standby gift card of choice when you do not want to put any thought whatsoever into a gift. You give someone a gift card to where? That's right, you give them a gift card to Starbucks. And I don't have one of these here personally. My wife throws them all on the app, but they're just as contagious and contaminated that way too. So let's break down the Starbucks gift card world, and I suspect other retailers have the same sort of things going on, but Starbucks is the best example to maybe shed some light onto why we don't want to have a whole bunch of money locked inside our gift cards. So I did a little bit of digging, and to build a Starbucks store, what I could find is it cost roughly $500,000, so $500,000. Did some research to find out that Starbucks built roughly 1,400 stores last year. Probably going to do the same next year. Even if it's a little more, just play along with me. So if they spend $500,000 on a store, and you're going to build 1,400 of them, that's roughly $700 million to do all of the Starbucks construction next year. $700 million. Sounds like a lot. Until you go and you do some research as to how much cash in Starbucks gift cards exists in the world at any one time. And the best statistic I could find on this was from this past July. $1.6 billion currently sits on those little cards marked Starbucks. So, what does this practically mean? It means that Starbucks theoretically never has to borrow any money to build their construction because you and I and everybody else giving these mindless gifts are financing Starbucks construction because we give them free money and they take it and they do whatever they need to with it. Maybe they build, maybe they expand, maybe they do research and development. In any case, they could build their entire fleet of stores next year based on the money that we've already prepaid for our coffee. If that sounds nuts to you, it sounds nuts to me too. And so you can help me in fighting the good fight by taking all the gift cards that you got for Christmas or Hanukkah or whatever holiday you celebrate between now and the end of eternity and spend them off. Do your job to make sure that money doesn't get lost in the gift card universe, and do your part to make sure that you are not the financier of Starbucks construction department. I feel like that was a little bit more of a saucy rant than I usually go on in the How To Show, but it's important to tackle things like this every once in a while. If you liked what you checked out, feel free to share it with somebody in the YouTube world. Let them know that this is a video worth watching, and you can do the same in the podcast world as well by searching for the How To Show in the podcast player of your choice. If you've got any ideas for future topics of the show, please leave me a comment down below and engage with me there. And if you've got any feedback for the show, if you think I was too crotchety, I probably was, but that's okay. Until next time, this is Anthony Drew Gary, host of the How To Show, signing off.